Clap it up, guys. Clap it up. Yes. Yes, as you can see, we have a guest with us right now. One of the fellow analysts of Mr. Gavino. Ayan.
Atak!
Ayan, yan. So, nirecruit namin siya today to be our guest. But first, I'm just gonna say that we're gonna talk about the UAAP today. And we will be drafting our own teams. Our own 7-man teams with the coach. Then we will be talking about our playoff predictions. Before that, I'm Matt.
I'm Pio.
Yung Sams.
Byron.
Byron, Carlo, Leuterio.
Okay. And Mr. Josh Madarang is with us right now. Yan. Yes.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody.
fellow-
Good evening.
A fellow OKC fan. Yan.
Oh my God.
Importante yan.
That's right. On the up.
Importanteng sabihin yan. Okay. Pero before we start, Sir Josh, ayaw nga pala, teacher namin siya, by the way guys, kung hindi niyo alam. Naging teacher namin siya nung junior high, bata naman. Nung senior high, naging teacher namin siya. Namin ni Pio and ni Sams, not Byron though. Pero, ayan, Sir Josh, baka gusto mong bigyan yung audience natin ng background mo. Just
Sige,
background.
Sige lang. So hello, my name is Josh Madarang. Gaya nga ng sabi niya, no, ni Matt dito, I was their teacher in Ateneo Senior High School. So yun, di ako masyadong sporty na person, di ako masyadong naglalaro ng basketball, but I watched it a lot. I've watched a lot of NBA, UAAP, konting PBA on the side. For the past many years na rin. And I'm very thankful lang na they've invited me here on this podcast. So I'm glad to provide some insights siguro on many of the things that we'll be discussing today.
Yun. Alright. Mabilis lang. What if si Sir Josh? Mabilis yung intro, no? Unlike Drew. Anyway, so wala natin good shot, bad shot this episode because we will be drafting. And before we started the episode, since our guest is si Sir Josh, we had him pick the order of the draft for us. Well, basically, siya yung gusto namin maunang mag-pick. And then sinabi niya, si Pio, si Sams, me, and then Byron. So, ganun daw yung magiging order ng drafts natin today. Okay lang sa akin kasi makakapag dalawang picks ako nung magkalapit. Serpentine draft ulit to, guys. Just so you know. Pero we will be picking our first 7 players and then our coaches pag natapos na namin lahat. Okay? So, let's get it started.
First draft pick.
Also, pagka-draft pick, paki-explain. Yun na lang. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. Let's go. Sir Josh, start it off.
Parang no surprise ata dito.
Parang alam ko na dito.
For my player, I shall be picking none other than the Lord and Savior of UP Fighting Maroons, none other than
Richie
Xavier
Rivero.
Lucero, of course. So Xavier Lucero, my guy,
Richie Rivero.
Rookie of the Year. Correct.
Rookie of the year. The bag.
Rookie of the Year yan. Tama.
Okay.
Hindi ko na ba yung coach ko? Hindi pa.
Hindi ba? After.
Mamaya pa. Sige. So, yun. Xavier Lucero, number 1, of course.
Sa coach, ako naman first pick.
Oh, ganun. Baliktad. So, sir.
Okay.
Ayan. Okay. Si Samson na naman nasa gitna. Good job for picking. Okay. Anyway. Next. Lucero is off the board. Pio.
So for me, I'm going to pick yung him and Xavier Lucero are the front runners for MVP. For me, he's the most talented. Well, bias aside, probably the most talented big right now in the UAAP. I'm going with Angelo Kawami.
Woo! Thanks. Kala ko yung isa eh.
Ako rin.
Good
May
pick.
iniisip din ako. May kinaisip din ako. Sams, kilala ko yung sinasabi
That's a
ko.
good pick, bro. Yeah. That's a good pick.
Okay.
For me, meron silang Kuwame, meron si Sir na Lucero, so kailangan ko ng pantapat na do it all big. So I'm gonna get Michael Phillips.
Nick Batum!
Nick Batum.
Nick Batum.
Nick Batum. Ano ba yun? 26 rebounds ba yun?
24?
26.
Oo.
26.
My God.
Si Balti, 21 or
22 si Balti.
22 si Balti.
Oh my God.
Galing.
Ibang klase.
Hayop.
Armat.
Okay, anyway, my pick this time, I'm going a bit different from the bigger types of lineups that you're starting. Simulan ko with a guard. With a
Okay.
scoring guard that has been basically carrying a whole school on his back.
That's a good pick.
I'm picking Jerome Lastimosa,
Good pick.
currently
Good pick, good
scorer. So yes, Jerome Lastimosa is my first pick.
So I get back-to-back picks, di ba?
Oh,
Nako.
ayun na, delikado na tayo dito. Ito na.
Okay, tayo dito.
Ito na.
Okay, so, and puro bigs nga yung nakuha.
Rafael
So, I'm gonna...
Pangilinan. Oo, di ba?
Shoutout ay.
Shoutout pa.
And so, starting ako with bigs. I want a big team. So, I'll go with Justin Baltazar and Carl Tamayo.
Damn!
Gilas boys.
Damn, I got that, bro.
I'll go with Gilas
Damn.
boys.
Oh.
Inis.
Ito, para konting in between lang tayo, each pick naman. Ito, Byron, Ash, ngayon Lasal ka, di ba? Masasabi mo ba na hindi nabibigyan si
Sinayan na ako.
si Baltasar?
Ito na yun.
Sinayan na ako.
Bye. Masasabi mo ba na si Baltasar hindi siya nabibigyan masyado ng bola?
Not naman sa hindi siya nabibigyan ng bola. Hindi siya nabibigyan ng bola sa right spots.
Right.
Parati siya pumaposte na unang narating, parang pag pumaposte siya, sumisikip lalo, nagka-cut in between him, kung saan dumarating yung mga cutters. For me, I'd prefer na mag-pick and pop, pick and roll na sa Evan Nelly, especially nga na-facilitator naman talaga si Nelly. Like, he can set up Balti. So, ayun, parang hindi ko yung gusto yung offense na tatakbo ng Lasal.
Wala. Hindi, para sa akin kasi, mali yung coach nila. Coach, Nick, magaling naman na coach si Derek.
Grabe. Hot takes.
Hindi, magaling na coach. Magaling talaga si Derek Pumarin, pero
Manong.
never naman nag-lead ang any Pumarin system na yung star player nila big man. Kung titingnan mo since before, never silang first option big man. So, for a team like Lasal na yung best player nila is Justin Baltazar, for me, mali yung coach.
Pero Shawnee Winston.
Sean Winston, bro.
That dude.
Kelly Oubre?
Kelly Oubre.
DeRozan for one game.
Point guard Kelly Oubre. Point guard Kelly Oubre.
Okay.
Good.
Fine, I'm next, right? I'm next. Ngayon, bago papiliin ni Samson, since I already got my scorer. Okay. I don't know if you know this dude, but I know him pretty well. Samson knows him pretty well because I think personally, kaya niyang kainin ng buhay si Kawame. Kung binigay
Oh
niya.
my God, that's literally my next pick, bro.
Kung binigay lang sa kanya, binigay yung bola ng FEU yung kalaban.
Si
Ojula.
Eman Ojula.
Eman
Ojula.
Next pick.
Yes. Okay. Got my guard and I got my center. Wow. Let's go. Samson, no? Sige, makabilis ka dyan ngayon. Pumili ng isa pang player.
Okay, I need to get a good FSA. I think I'm gonna get the third best FSA in the league. Si Lenda Duanga.
Adamson.
He gets boards. Masipag.
Byron, hindi kilala yung kinukuha natin mga FPC.
Hindi ko yung pangalan, kaya alam ko.
Okay. Back to Pio.
Yan, back to Pio.
Since marami namang magagaling na guards, pero mamaya na yung mga kailangan kong i-pick. Kailangan ko muna.
Ayop.
So my small forward, for me, I think, one of the best pa rin.
Ito daw yung related kay LeBron James. Ika nga ni Pio, related daw kay LeBron James.
Oo. Kung napanood niyo yung mga transition ko before, medyo smaller role ngayon, but magaling pa rin talaga. My small for David Defonso.
Even defense.
Pick. Good pick.
Chips.
Good pick.
Well,
David Defonso.
Oh, wait lang. Okay, welcome back guys. Sorry, nakita niyo naman may sumali. Ayan na. For the third time. For the third time.
Almost regular na. Almost regular.
Ayan na. Magkakaroon na ng extra trabaho si Coach Gabs kahit walang bayad. So. Ayan. Coach Gabs is back, guys. Ayan.
Pustahan, hulaan ko.
Luka Doncic is the best player in the world. Mr. Steve Nash is the number 1 point guard in the NBA
He's the
all
best.
time.
Steve Nash is the best coach in the NBA right
Tanggal na
now.
yan.
Huwag mo pangunahan, Byron. Hintayin mo lumabas yung balita. Saka mo sabihin yun.
Tama na naman.
Mamaya.
Pero tanggap ko na rin naman. It's coming eventually.
Brooklyn Nets, if you need someone.
Eh,
Okay. Matt.
Okay,
G.
si Sir Josh.
Sir na.
Sir
na.
Josh.
sige. My next pick, kailangan ko ng world-class na point guard eh. Of course, proven na to eh. Proven na to on the world stage eh. So, of course, none other than SJ Bilanghel tayo. So, my next guy.
Alam ko
Sige.
yung isa.
sayang.
Kalaman ito. Coach Gabs, dalawa ka.
Akala ko scammy.
Wow, Jeff, dalawa.
Scams.
Ako scammy.
So for my first pick, Steve Nash Enrique. Hindi, joke lang.
Edmund Enriquez at saka John Lloyd Clemente. Ayan.
So si Balti napili na.
Yes, coach.
Six.
Meron na. Meron na. Si RJ Abarientos napili na.
No.
Di
Wala
pa.
pa.
Di yun. First pick ko.
Yung
RJ.
coach nag-whiteboard ka?
O, syempre, susulat ko lahat yan. RJ. So,
GM.
2, no? 2
Number
yung picks ko.
Yes, coach.
Sino ba?
Rafael Pangilinan, coach. Jump pa.
Joaquin Haymalim.
Okay na himalin
Yung
na
Miguel
jump
na
pa.
lang. Yung Miguel na lang. Miguel Pangilinan.
Miguel, seryoso? Seryoso ba?
Hindi. Wag muna. Saka na yun.
Next time na.
Sino pa pwede ko kunin na big? Sino pa ba? Si...
Matthew Davis.
Sa kanina.
YouTube.
Si
Inisip ko ako si Gio na eh.
Si Lazaro.
Sige, wag na muna yun. Si Sonny Winston napili na.
Pucha.
Di ba?
Ayan.
Sorry.
Sayang hindi natin narinig yung ano ni Sams eh. Yung Amanin.
If I can't go big, I'll go fast with shooting. Sorry, Sams.
Oh my God.
In-invite mo pa kasi ako eh.
Coach. Coach,
Sayang yung ano, Sam.
lahat tayo
sayang
nanakaw
yung
yung pick ni Samson.
Sayang hindi mo
So
narinig
yun yung dalawa ko.
Yung
Yun yung dalawa
Amanin
ko.
some drip.
Okay. So, oo nga
Yeah.
pala. Drip team.
Amanin some drip.
Okay.
Ako na next, no?
Back to Sir George.
Yes, Sir Josh.
Sige. Gusto ko na two guard na matinik eh. Sige, for my next pick, I'll be taking, baka magulat kayo dito eh. I'll be taking Kurt Lohera for my,
Oh my God!
Kurt Lohera, of course.
Bro,
Big
this
fan of
still my picks, bro.
Oh my God!
Fan ni Kurt Lohera.
Sobrang underrated ni Kurt Lohera. Sobrang
I-
underrated.
Galing.
I love it.
Galing nun.
I love it.
Hindi ko na alam
Sayang.
pipiliin ko. Teka.
Sana, ubus na yung team ko.
Jump po nga si Pai. Ano ba? Ba't ba ayaw mo kunin si Pai?
Kyle Pangilinan. Pwede.
Jump po.
Rio, ikaw.
Matinik
Okay.
yan.
So,
Matinik na bigyan. Si
for-
Pangilinan, matinik yan.
Para sa akin, kailangan ko ng point guard since puro guards din nakukuha nila coach ni Sir Josh at saka ni Sir Josh. Kailangan ko ng point guard na hindi masyadong ball dominant but at the same time kayang score kung kailangan. So, kukunin ko si Evanelli.
Nice. That's the good pick.
Not bad.
Bad.
Okay. So for my pick, puro guards kayo na mga magagaling. So I need a guard stopper. So
Guard, stop.
tingin sa Ateneo, Gian Mamuyak.
Wow.
Gian Mamuyak.
Aga ni Mamuyak.
Maaga na po kasi mamuyak.
Medyo maaga.
The guard stopper. Okay, Matt.
Sheesh. Teka lang, naubos yung picks ko dun Okay. I'm going with us. I'm going small ball. I'm gonna continue my small ball team. And I'm partnering Jerome Lastimosa with Mark Nonoy.
Oh,
That was literally mine. I'm done.
Kulang bola dun
puro lasal yung gano'n.
Kulang bola dun
Okay.
Okay. So, I have Balti and Tamayo. But I'm actually putting them sa 3 and the 4. I'm gonna pick si Diouf. Tama pa nga niya. Si Diouf.
Sa UP? Sa UP ba yun?
Para panlaban din sa FSA ng ibang team.
FSA, bro. Politically correct. Politically appropriate term.
It is the league UAAP appropriate term.
It's appropriate term.
Correct.
Right, so I have 3 bigs. And I'm gonna get the guard naman. I'm getting LJ Gonzalez.
Nice.
Next.
Nice pick.
Good pick.
Ang galing mo dun
Nice.
Confident.
Ikaw, Matt.
Okay. Okay. I'm going with the big naman this time. Siguro isa pang bumubuhat sa eskwelahan.
Okay.
Since kulang naman ako sa big. Hindi, small ball ako. Kailangan ko na sa loob lang si Ojula. So, I'm gonna get a stretch 4 in Sherwin Concepcion.
Nice. Nice. Good pick.
Okay.
I'm gonna stretch the floor.
Okay. So for me, kailangan ko ng point guard. I mean, pwede naman mag-point guard si Mamu, pero yung pure point guard talaga, favorite player namin ni Matt, si Kagulangan, JD Kagulangan.
Ang galing ni Kagulangan.
Magaling.
So, like nasabi namin kanina before the start, to think na hindi siya yung number 1 point guard coming out of high school. That he's playing, mas magaling yung pinapakita niya kay Jerry Abadiana, who is his teammate. Magaling talaga yun. Siya yung nag-lead. Siya nag-lead sa GH to their first NCAA championship ata nung high school.
Damn. Really?
Oo.
Saan mo nakukuha yung information mo?
Magaling talaga.
Anong source niyan? Saan mo nakukuha mo ngayon?
Magaling talaga.
Trust me, bro.
Magaling talaga.
Manwala ka na lang sa akin. Ganun mo nga, ganun Pia. Okay.
Trust in me.
Si Coach Gabs ba? Si Sir?
Si Sir.
Ako.
Si Pio pala. Sorry.
Tama.
Huwag na si Pio. Pipiliin na naman si Pio, si Reggie Jackson.
Oo nga, wala.
Reggie Jackson over Drew Holiday. I'm never gonna forget that, bro.
PJ Tucker, top 10.
Pero no shooting guard. Dun lang kami nag-align kami ni Byron at saka Matt. Pare-pareho ang ganda.
Shooting guard.
Speaking of shooting guards.
Ayan na nga.
Yun
Ito na naman yung mga
Kailangan ko ng tall shooting guard na can put the ball on the floor. So, gusto ko with my team, 4 out sila. Since si Kawami na bahala sa loob. Shooting guard, I'll get,
Oring katakutan.
CJ Cancino.
Oring katakutan, malupit yun, pare.
Sino kinuha mo, Pio?
CJ Cancino, sir.
Cancino. Okay, nice. Good pick.
Oring katakutan.
Ay! Okay, next.
Papaisip tuloy ako Sino
kunin yung mga pick ko, please.
Sige. Tumitingin na nga rin ako ngayon sa rosters kasi kanina
medyo pahirap na pahirap.
Kaya kong hindi tumingin pero
medyo
papaisip na nga ako. Pero sige. Papaisip talaga ako dun sa next pick ko Kung sige. Kind of big for a 3 guy pero kaya naman niya siguro. Stick with Ateneo. I'll be going with Rafi Verano, of course.
Verano.
MVP.
Kaya naman siguro.
Ate Franny.
Mythical
Sorry.
man.
Kaya naman siguro.
Ate Franny,
ng
sorry.
Teka lang, nakalimutan ko
Ate-
yung Rafi Verano po pala. Pati si
Ate
Sherwin
Franny,
ako.
sorry.
Oh,
Hindi
may
ko
Verano
nakuha.
pa. Meron pa.
Shit.
Ako na.
Si Sherwin.
Sorry.
Sige, for my pick, I am going with Nick Cabanero.
Oh,
Good pick. That's a good pick.
That's so good.
Very good
Okay.
pick.
Coach, bakit?
Oo nga, bakit, coach? Nagsasabi
Anong
ko
position?
ng pangalan
I
eh.
mean,
Kasi best friend ni Pai.
anong posisyon niya?
Kasi best friend siya ni Pai.
Hindi pa. Hindi, well, sa yung, I mean, in that blowout loss to Ateneo, he was the lone bright spot. And consistent siya. He's proven that he can handle the pressure of the league. And yun nga, parang constantly developing siya. So feeling ko he has a bright future in this, well, in Philippine basketball at the very least.
Wow, yun, big statement. Ayan. Okay. Isa pa, pick. Isa pang pick.
Isa pa. Ako pa. O sige, kailangan ko ng legit big. So,
Rafael
doon na tayo sa
Pangilinan.
Gio Chu.
Ay, kala ko.
Doon na tayo sa Swaggy G. Gio Chu.
Coach
eh.
Gabs. Coach Gabs, given na matagal mo nang kilala si Gio, I think at one point pinag-reflection mo pa siya sa class
Wala
nun.
pinagsasabi.
Meron ka bang kwento?
Well, wala naman. I mean, naging close lang kami ni Gio nung nag-Cebu kami for jam. I mean, with the rest of the basketball team, the track team, and, well, ilang members ng track team and football team. Most of the guys, dun pa sina Kai, sina Fortsky, doon ko sila talaga nakilala. And, ewan ko, for some reason, si Gio, never ko naman naging estudyante. Hindi siya nag-sports high under me. Hindi ko siya naturuan ng PE.
Joke lang.
Pero, he would be one of the guys na makita lang ako sa hallway, ginagago na niya ako, kahit hindi ko siya estudyante. So dun na-build yung relationship namin. And ayun, just seeing his growth, especially this season, yung tiwala ni Coach Tab sa kanya, it's really been paying off. So hopefully, yun nga, even diba, if you saw, I think it was last year, or basta nung umalis or paalis na sina what's this? Isaac Go gave his stamp of approval of Gio. And I think that was very telling kasi nga, it really shows how dedicated Gio is to working hard and proving everyone, all of his doubters wrong. So yun lang.
Nice. Good explanation, coach. All right. Sir
Nice.
Josh, back to you.
Kanina pa ako nagbabrowse sa mga rosters. And itong pipiliin ko na lang is, siya na siguro yung pinahuling FSA na at least may consistent minutes eh. So sige, I couldn't pick Bright Aqueti, so I'll pick Bright Nuangco instead. So yeah, I'll be getting him.
Ang layo ah. Ang layo na.
Wala na ibang ano eh. Wala na ibang big.
Transition.
Isa
May
gaya
transition game yan si Sir Josh.
Isa gaya.
Wala.
Oh, si Isa Gay.
Oh, si Guy.
Isa gaya.
Hindi naglalaro eh. Yun yung problema. Yeah, di ba?
Oh,
P.
Yun.
Okay, to
Iyan na
round
next
out yes, good. Yes, sir. Coach, tuloy. To round out my starting time, for my power forward, gusto ko, syempre, malaki yung tiwala ko sa undersized na 4. For me, outside of any player from Ateneo, he's probably one of my favorite players to watch. Kailangan ko naman, sir, Sean Ildefonso.
Yan, sabi na.
Alam mo naman, idol, idol ko yan. Nagpapabata ako.
Kitang-kita.
Bro, malapit na.
pero siguro yung bicep niya kasi laki ng hita ko. So pero in all honesty, si Sean Ildefonso, makikita mo sa kanya yung grind. Para hindi siya magpapatalo kahit mas malalaki yung dinedepensahan niya. So nagalaw. So Sean Ildefonso.
Although may I say, no hate. Medyo reckless siya maglaro ngayon this season.
Yeah.
No hate to him, pero medyo reckless siya maglaro this season. Anyway.
Kung ganun kalaki yung braso mo, banggain mo lang yung di ba?
Bagay.
Oy.
Siyempre, nag-agree si Byron kasi ganun yung laro ni Byron, di ba?
Yun,
Hindi ko sinabing ganun. Hindi ganun kalaki yung bicep ni Byron, pero ganun yung mentality ni Byron. Diba? Parang, banggain ko na lang. Let's see what happens. Take it from there.
Guga, effective.
Effective yun.
Effective yun sa org, Byron. Yung mga maliliit na yung kalaban mo. Pero sa mga liga na sa Prada, Paya, paminsan-minsan lang.
Oo.
Alex. Ay, si Samson na pala ulit.
Samson.
Boy, looking at my team, wala akong shooting sa labas at all. So, I have to get
Aaron
the best
Samson.
shooter in the league. No, I have to get the best shooter in the league.
BJ
Cyrus
Andrade. Ay.
Cyrus
Cyrus
Torres.
Cyrus Torres.
Good na yan, good
FU.
pick.
May isa pa.
Dapat
May
yan.
isa pa.
BJ Andrade daw. Laro ni BJ Andrade this season.
Okay. So, ako naman, and I'm going to my bench. Di ko pa ako kumpletuhin starters ko. I'm going to my bench habang nandiyan pa siya. You can see him lead the bench of Ateneo. So why not lead the bench of mine? I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired, Tio.
Good pick.
Good pick.
Forgot about him.
So, pwede kunin.
Ay,
Ito nabanggit na.
Putik, seven players na lang pala to. No?
Oo, 7. Okay, so next pick ko. So, ito lang, di ko get kung bakit sobrang effective dyan sa laro. Kaya sobrang simple na laro niya. Pero whenever he's on the court, parating up talaga yung Ateneo. So, I'm getting VJ Andrade nga. VJ Andrade.
Pick.
So, my next pick.
Galing.
Magaling yun.
Next ko, I got bigs. I got my starting lineup. So, kuha ko ng 6-man. Scorer. Shooter. I'm getting, kuha naman ako from UE this time. I'm getting Kyle Paranada.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice shooter nga. Yeah. Galing din.
Sams.
Okay, ay ako na pala.
Ay, Matt.
Okay. Dahil I have all the scoring I need in my 2 guards and my bench and my big man, pupunta tayo sa mga paborito kong player, yung mga kupal maglaro.
CPU.
Yung mga yung mga magugulang na ewan. So
Alam ko kung sino to.
So small forward naman yung kulang ko, no? Small forward naman na yung kulang ko.
Feeling ko wala.
Why not? Mangdagdag tayo nung mga
Wow.
Coach Gabs, napatawa na lang eh.
Bawal to ah.
Bawal. Going with Waki Manal.
Naging student mo, Coach.
Di na raw niya naabutan eh.
Ako, hindi ko niyabutan si Nawaki.
Oo.
I came into the senior high school batch after they graduated.
So yung nung nag-finals, sinakayin niyo ba yun? 81?
The year before, hindi ko na naabutan nung nag-champion sila.
Okay.
So sina SJ, sina Dave, hindi ko sila naabutan.
Ako lang ba o pwede tayong umabot ng 8-man? Parang ang dami pong pangalan. Parang ang dami pong pangalan dito hindi nababang.
Tingnan natin.
Okay, sige.
Okay. Ako na ba?
Ikaw na siya.
Yes.
Okay. I need a backup point guard. This is Matt and I's second favorite player sa UAAP. Si Janjan Felicilda.
Oh.
Wow, magaling.
Good pick. Galing niya kanina.
Okay. Thank God. Okay. So, walang nakakuha sa player na kanina pa nakapin sa akin. Siguro the last of the FU guard rotation of my bench. Scorer siya. Hindi talaga siya napapagod. I'm gonna go with Royce Alforque.
Yeah.
Solar Boy.
Yeah.
Solar
Grabe yun.
Royce Alforque. God.
Ako, yung next pick ko, siya yung pinoproject ko na na off the Ateneo bench. Para siyang the next Will Navarro. Na para out of nowhere, galing din niya na multiple positions, kanyang pantayan, mabilis naman siya gumalaw. So I'm taking my guy, Chris Kuhn.
Akala ko Josh Lazaro.
Kala ko si Josh.
Akala ko si Josh.
Akala ko si Josh Lazaro.
Okay din si Josh eh. Oh.
Feeling ko yun yung pipiliin ni Coach Gabs. Bata niya yun eh.
So it's right there. So I'm going with Josh Lazaro.
Pero
Tapos yung next pick niya doon, yung next pick niya si Fortsky.
Kinabahan ako na sinabi ni Josh eh. Parang sabi niya,
Ako rin.
next will na parang, hala si Josh ko nito. Hindi, so for fifth pick na yun, no? So fifth pick ko si Josh Lazaro.
Ano yun, Coach? 5 mo? 5 mo siya?
Hindi, 5 ko si Gio, 4 ko si Josh. And then, salit-salita na lang yung iba.
Mukhang talo to siguro.
Ako na isa pang, ano pa?
Wala pang FSA, Coach.
Wala pong FSA.
Ha? Wala na natin.
Hindi na kailangan.
Isa gaya.
Dalawang schools, walang FSA, UST at saka UE.
Isa gaya.
Ay, may isa na nito.
Hassle kasi, yung ibang players, kilala mo or kilala ko by reputation nung juniors pa sila eh. So, gusto ko man sila piliin. Like right now, hindi sila either naka-line up.
They're not there yet.
Mga Pangilina, hindi. Hindi pa sila nandun for either injured sila or they haven't made the cut. But alam kong kaya nila eh. So, hindi ko sila mapili kasi ayun, gusto ko maging competitive right now.
Competitive. Matatalo ata si Coach.
Sino pa ba?
Fortsky, nandiyan pa. Coach. Bata mo rin. Fortsky.
Bata. Marami kang bata sa UAAP, Coach.
Wala.
Yan talaga pag athletic coordinator ka. Diba? Kailangan kilala mo sila lahat.
Batang Gab.
Sino ba? Sige. Nakuha na ba siya? Si Paul Manalang?
Wala pa.
Doon tayo. Isa pa yung up and coming for UST. Paul Manalang.
Sila, sino yung isang guard nila, Coach? Si Fontanilla.
Fontanilla.
Pick daw ni Samson yung kaya huwag niyong piliin.
Hindi.
Okay na ako. 6 na ako yan. 6 pick ko na yun.
Taga 7 lang ba tayo? Tama?
8 na natin to. Mukhang kaya naman eh.
8 na. Sige, kaya naman.
Mukhang
Okay. Sige. Next pick ko, forward naman yung kinuha ko kanina. I'll be taking another another guard to come off my bench. Isa ring up and coming na galing naman sa UP of course. Salit-salitan lang ako with Ateneo and UP at this point. I'll be taking Terence Fortea with my next pick.
Solid.
Nice.
Solid. So para saan kailangan ko ng mas wala pang size. Sakto kasi kanina, maganda yung nilaro niya. So for my 7th pick, I'm gonna get Matthew Daves.
Bro, what? Why do you have to do that? You know I'm gonna get him. You know I was gonna get him, bro. Bro, idol ko yun since junior high school, tapos gagawin mo to sa akin. Come on, bro.
Two Daves.
Yo, I'm gonna trade for Dave. Who do you want? Right now, bro. Right now.
Who do you have?
Mamaya na yan, after the draft na yan.
Matthew Daves, bro.
Sam, ikaw na.
Sam.
Since he took my pick, yung next pick ko na lang yung for me, the best local post player next to Carl Tamayo, Cedric Manzano. Cedric Manzano. Pagtawa niya kasi yung bola sa post automatic eh.
Hala ko ako.
Next kita, bro. Kung di mo lang sana kinuha si Matthew Daves, kukunin kita, bro. Kaso sorry, man. Sorry.
Coach Gabs, pipiliin niya dapat sina Sino ba coach mga kapanahon naman sa UP?
Kapanahon.
Grabe ka, Pio. Sobra ka, ha?
Magsanok.
Isa ka pa, Byron, eh.
Mga Ren Etwalo, mga ganun. Ren.
Layo.
Hindi, magaling naman si Red.
Mga katapatan ni Coach Cubs dati. Sila mga Wesley Gonzalez.
Grabe naman. Grade school pa ako nung sila yung mga naglalaro sa UAAP. Nag-champion sila, ano ba? Grade 7, grade 6.
Siya daw bumantay kay
2002?
Leuterio.
2002.
Yung Joel Banal team,
Yes,
mga
coach.
grade 6 ako nun.
Grabe
Doon ko
ko.
lang
Alam mo
kami
ba,
pinanganak,
kakapanganak lang sa amin nun.
Hindi ka tumutulong, no? Hindi ka tumutulong sa kanya eh.
Joke lang.
Sino napipili? Si Byron.
Ako.
Si Matt.
Diba?
Si Matt. Lalo.
Okay. Since nakuha niya yung pick ko ni Sam, so pag-isipan ko muna dapat yung pick ko. So I'm gonna go now for a fellow Adamson Falcon, Joem Subandal.
Nice.
Okay din yun.
So, nag-check na lang ako, hindi ka na makakilala yung mga te. So, nag-aat na ako na
Anong chinecheck mo, Byron? Yung mga pogi? Yung mga matunog yung pangalan? Anong criteria mo?
Marami matutulog na pangalan.
Marami pa sa UE. Marami
Sa NU.
Marami pa sa UE.
Maraming player, wala akong kilala.
Ayan, si Escamis, so si Mr. Papogi, si Escamis,
Bro.
si Pagsanghan, si tawag dito?
Katakutan.
Ayan.
Orin.
Matakot ka doon.
Sige, magaling naman siya, pero alam ko namang ayaw na talaga piliin.
Yan, no? Si Penny Estacio sa Lasal. Kunin mo na. Kasi nakalaban naman.
Hindi
siya.
ka ginagawa.
Kunin ko na ito, sayang naman, started din naman ito eh. Para makatulong din kami sa mga GT driver. I want to ask Richie, do you want to be on my team? Richie na ako.
Yan ang transition.
Guys, bye.
Okay.
Ano ba yan?
No.
Yung isa pa. Ay, 8 nga pala, no? 8 players. Oy, marami naman ibang player.
Next. Isa pa.
8 ba?
Ay, 8. Isa pa.
8 isa pa.
8. May isa pa pala.
Kunin mo na si Blight.
Sinukunin ko.
Kunin mo na si Blight. Wait.
Package deal yun.
Para may cheerleader ka rin.
Oo.
At least may crowd, may exposure na kami. Oh my God. Diba pwedeng kunin? Hindi siya naglalaro. Sige, ano na lang. Hustle player ko na from UP. Kunin ko si James Stencil. And for my last pick.
Nice.
Si James.
Pucha, talaga nakuha na naman. Anong gagawin ko?
Yun, si Matt.
Sams, kailangan natin mag-trade. I need Cedric Manzano, bro.
I need Matty Daves, bro. I'm sorry.
3-team trade.
Mamaya yan.
Pio, who do you want, bro?
Siya. Mamaya na.
Siya? Siya yung gusto mo. Saka pang Richie Rivero.
Joke lang.
Okay, I'm gonna go for more of a role player. And I'm gonna stretch the floor even more. Dahil di ko na makukuha si Cedric. Kukuha na lang ako ng isa pang shooter. I'm going with Jolo Mendoza.
Wow, how did I forget him?
Veteran.
Yun nga
Sana
pala yung
dapat pipiliin ko eh. Kasi, di ba, pambawi dun sa binaynosan ko siya nung nung first year high school siya. Pipiliin ko dapat si Jolo to make up for that. Akin yun. But naunahan na ako ng Matt.
Marami magagalit sa mga picks natin today. Yung mga hindi napili.
Wala na.
May kumuha na ba kay Shani Winston? Meron na diba? Shani Winston.
Oh, first
Good
pick.
jobs.
Oo, Coach Gabs.
Sige.
Duwanga.
Clemente.
Clemente.
Si John Lloyd at saka si Steve Nash.
Kailangan ko ng hustle player pa. Maganda sa defense team ko. 3-and-D player. undersized, yung kapatid ng idol natin na si Pai Pangili, si Miguel Pangilinan. So, my last.
Kapatid.
Yung kapatid, yung kapatid na lang yun.
Kapatid.
The brother of Pai.
The
Yes.
Package deal yun. Kasama na daw si Pai doon.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So, para sa akin, sa last spot ko, nabigla ako sa performance niya. Hindi ko in-expect na maganda yung performance niya. Lalo na yung NU, hindi nila masyado nilalaro si Isa Gaye. So, for my 8th pick, I'm gonna get Mike Malonzo.
Nice.
Ano?
Good pick.
Okay din yun.
Rookie siya?
Teka, alam mo ba,
Hindi.
Veterano yung laro ah.
ngayon palang
Galing nga eh.
ngayon palang naiisip ko na bakit tumatawa si Byron kanina na siya yung first pick sa coach. Ngayon ko lang naisip. So, wala na naman palang ibang coach na gusto niyang piliin.
It all makes sense now.
Okay na pala. Reset. Anyway, go on.
Ako na, no?
Pio, tapos ka na ba? Tapos ka na pumili na. Okay.
Mike Malonzo.
Malonzo. Sige, last pick ko for my last guy. Another big siguro. Pero, siya siguro. Pero, sige. Kunin ko si Sherwin Concepcion.
Coach,
Siya yung
nakuha ko na,
Nakuha na, sir.
Nakuha ko na.
Sorry.
Nakuha ko
My
na.
bad. Sige. Okay. Siya lang naman na si JLC kukunin ko eh. Sige, si JLC na lang.
Byron.
Si
Byron, nakuha ka rin.
John Lloyd Clemente. Yun, sige. So, siya na.
Kasama natin siya ngayon, sir.
Ano si John Lloyd? Ano?
John Lloyd Cruz.
Ba't kumalat? Ba't sumikit dun?
JJL. John Lloyd Leuterio. Ayan.
John Leuterio. Carlo.
Ay, okay.
Coach Gab.
Steve
So,
Nash.
dalawa pa ako, di ba? Or 7 lang ba talaga?
8.
Wala.
So, may dalawa pa ako.
Steve Nash pa. Steve Nash at saka Rafael Pangilinan.
Isa pang batanggap.
Hindi abot. Hindi, sige. Yung next pick ko, again, I believe in his potential even though, kasi maganda yung nilaro niya sa juniors. I'm going with Chola Nuevo.
Ay, kukunin ko na.
Oo.
Kasi hindi
Chola
naglalaro.
Nuevo.
Siguro,
I mean,
kukunin ko dapat yun eh. Kaya hindi siya naglaro.
Dapat
yun nga eh. If it, I think, given the chance, okay din siya. And then for my last one, I will go with... May nakasulat na ako. Sino ba?
Figueroa.
Yun, Ben Phillips. Tama si Matt. Ben Phillips. I mean, he provides solid minutes then, not as flashy as his brother, but I mean, solid siya na big.
Rebound.
Grabe
Ano si
yung mga
Michael
outfit niya.
Phillips?
Pre-game.
19.
Game outfit, the best, bro. It's the
Hindi
best
bro,
dress
pre-game
guy.
outfit, walang tatalo kay Derek Pumarin. So, hindi tatalo kay Derek Pumarin, bro. Real.
Si Byron dapat nagsabi niyan, hindi ikaw, Pio.
Sorry.
Okay, teka, recap muna tayo ng mga teams natin bago tayo magpumili ng coach. Let's start off with Sams.
Michael Phillips, Lendo Duanga, Gian Mamuyak, JD Kagulangan, Cyrus Torres, Jan Felicilda, Cedric Manzano. Sino yung last ko? Matt?
Pangilinan, si Michael Pangilinan.
Yan, Michael Pangilinan.
Mali.
Okay, Pio?
For my point guard, Evanelli. Shooting guard ko si CJ Cancino. Small forward, David Defonso. Power forward, Channel Defonso. Center si Kuwame. Tapos sa bench, si Alforque, Matthew James, at saka si Mike Malonzo.
Okay, Byron.
I've got Diouf, Tamayo, Baltazar, Andrade, Gonzalez, and then
Si Blight.
Kyle Paranada, Richie Rivera, and James Spencer off the bench.
Okay. Sir Josh?
Point guard ko si SJ. Shooting guard ko si Lohera. 3, si Verano. Then si Xavier Lucero at 4. Si Nuangco at 5. Tapos Fortea and JLC. Tapos forgetting ko sino yung yung pick ko before. Sino?
Chris Kuhn.
Kuhn na yun. Tama. Chris Kuhn nga pala. Yun. So, Chris Kuhn, si Fortea, si Clemente, si Chris Kuhn off the bench.
Okay. What else?
Ako, I have RJ Abarientos, Sonny Winston, Nick Cabanero, Gio Chu, Josh Lazaro, Paul Manalang, Cholo Nuevo, and Ben Phillips.
Montalo to. Okay, and then I have Mark Nonoy, Jerome Lastimosa, Joaquin Manuel, Sean, ano pangalan itong si Concepcion? Ano pangalan?
Sherwin.
Ayun, Sherwin.
Sherwin.
Sean tuloy.
Sam.
Sherwin Concepcion, Eman Ojula, and then I have Tyler Tio, Joem Sabandal, and Jolo Mendoza off the bench if needed. Ayan. Okay, so
Wait lang, bago tayo mag-head coach, parang nagkaroon ng talk kanina dahil, fun fact guys, batchmate ni Sir Josh Madarang si Kiefer Ravena. So, may kwento daw siya.
Sige, bago tayo mag-coach, game. Ayun. I only had one interaction kay Kiefer Ravena buong buhay ko. Nangyari to nung third year high school ako na to. Pumunta ako ng CR para do my business. Paglabas ko, punta ako sa drinking fountain. Tapos, right after me, si Kiefer sa likod ko. So, tinatapakan ko yung dun sa drinking fountain. Walang tubig na lumalabas. So, okay, balik na ako ng classroom ko. Naglakad ako. Si Kiefer na, next. Tapak din siya. Sabi niya, "Oy, idol! Meron na!" Lumingon ako. Ay, talaga? De, joke lang, wala. Tapos umalis na siya. My only interaction with Kiefer Ravena. The end. Yun lang.
Visit.
Visit nga talaga.
Kaya kung gusto nyo malaman kung bakit ganyan si Josh, yun. Yung whole personality ni Josh.
Joke lang.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to pick our coaches. And Byron, ka lang po ba kayo tanongin o gusto mo next na? We're going the opposite way, by the way. So, starting with Mr. Byron.
Siyempre, kaya ako kinuha si Baltazar at Tamayo. I'm going Gilas team. So, coach ko, Forrest Baldwin.
Kala ko ikaw eh.
Kala ko si Jack Santiago, yung head coach ng UAAP. Magaling. Exactly. Magaling yun.
Yo, for real?
Sino ba? Teka lang. May dalawa akong pinagpipilian.
May sure naman ako. Kung hindi si Baldwin, may next up na coach.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pick Nash Rosella.
Come on, bro.
Simply because naging player naman niya si Jerome. Tsaka gives a lot of confidence to his players except pag may ice cream.
Dun sila nanalo, ah.
Dun sila.
Nag-ice cream sila.
Very rewarding coach right there. Kung gusto niyo mag-ice cream, manalo kayo.
Okay, so for me, dahil may respeto ako kay Pio, di ko na kukunin yung gusto niyang coach. Kasi siya wala siyang respeto sa akin eh. Kinuha yung gusto kong player. Coach ko, si Coach Gold. Si Coach Gold from UP. Maganda yung sistema niya, defense, offense, solid naman. Tsaka magaling siya mag-handle ng talent and big egos. So, yun.
Okay. So, para sa akin, ito na. Mapipili ko na. Shoutout sa'yo, Kuya Aaron.
Santiago.
So, para sa akin, siya yung, I think I've said before, for me, he's the best coach the UAAP, not named Tab Baldwin. So, I'm going with Jeff Napa.
Nice.
Okay.
Pero yung kinonsider ko aside from Jeff Napa, syempre, si Coach Cavs. Malaki siya sa akin. Coach naman siya sa UAAP. Malaki siya sa akin. Malapit siya sa puso.
Pwede kang pumick up from the juniors team, no? Pwede pick up ka from the juniors.
Sinastart ako ni Coach Gavs dati. Hindi ko rin alam kung bakit. Pero he believed in me. Yun, okay. Next.
Ako na, no?
Coach,
Ah,
Sir Josh.
sige. Ayaw kay Manong Derek eh. Kaya kunin ko na si Olsen. Pero apart from that, galing naman si Olsen eh. He's okay yung offensa ng FU ngayon eh. A while ago nung nanonood ako ng FU versus Lasal na sobrang uminit sila nung second quarter. That was really good. So yun, I'll take Olsen Rosella.
Si Coach Gabs kukunin yung assistant ng UE.
Yun.
Actually,
Sinasabi ko na eh.
Hindi. Kung limited ba tayo to head coaches? Or are we
Coach,
open
actually,
to
coach,
going-
kung
Siya naman yung acting head coach niya.
Alam mo, coach?
technically.
Technically. Pero
Kasi
kung
kung
assistant
hindi,
ko,
kasi kung hindi,
baka
kung hindi si Coach,
Aris pa ko Tiaga, Coach Sunny.
exactly. Kung hindi si Coach Jamike, si Coach Sandy ang kukunin ko. Kasi, yun, knowing both of them, I mean, not, si Coach Sandy kilala ko personally. Si Coach Jamike, yung takot na naramdaman ko watching as a high school student how he coached his team before. Yung disiplinang yun and his track record speaks for itself. So, you see naman the change and the difference he brings to the UE side, diba? Ngayon na siya yung acting head coach. And obviously, I think he himself addressed it. It's a very awkward situation to be in na gumagaling yung team, diba? They are coming together. It's a little bit his role in it. It's a little bit the coming together of the team on their own. But, diba, at the end of the day, coaching pa rin yung nagpapatakbo nun. And having him at the helm really can motivate a team to win. Kahit sino pa yung maging player niya. Tapos, kung hindi nga siya, si Coach Sandy. Kasi, again, long track record of wins in Ateneo. And yun nga, kung natatandaan nyo, Matt and Pio, yung isang topic natin for Sports Side 2 was coaching styles and philosophies. Obviously,
yes,
coach. So, ano yung tatlong style? Ano yung tatlong style? Ano yung philosophies?
Again, Coach, nasa nasa basketball podcast tayo.
Hindi kaya nga, tinatanong nga.
May naalala ko isa.
Share. Sige, Pio, go.
Democratic.
Democratic yung isa. Ano yung dalawa pa?
Hindi pa yung kaya mo yan. Alam ko naman yung sagot. Kaya hindi ko nadadagdagan.
Dictator ba? Hindi lang sure.
Dictator or autocratic. And
autocratic. Tapos yung
isa pa.
Beyond the court. Yung kahit off the court.
Which is holistic.
Hindi ko na alam yun.
Okay. So autocratic, dictatorship.
Sabi ko ng tulong eh. Alam ko naman yan, hindi ko lang sinasabi.
In dictatorship, I mean, like, if you are telling and selling, yun yung style ni Coach Jamike. Pero for me, Coach Sandy is holistic. He goes well above and beyond, okay, what is seen as the role of a coach. And then, makikita mo yan, the effect he has on the players of the program. And yun talaga yung, if not, diba? I mean, I'm not saying hindi siya magaling sa tactics or sa pag-deal with egos and all that. I'm sure he is. Pero it goes beyond that. To be able to influence and teach and motivate these players to be the best that they can be. Yun yung talagang hahanapin ko in whoever will coach my team.
Coach, paano kung hindi acting head coach at saka hindi assistant coach?
Doon tayo kay Manong Derek.
Doon pala yung
laban. Talagang wala na ako ibang pagpipilian. Kay Manong Derek na tayo.
No hate po sa'yo, Manong Derek. No hate po.
Okay. Alam mo naman, nanonood siya eh. No? Alam mo, may oras siya manood.
Hindi, syempre kailangan na. Believe natin na may nanonood na hindi natin kilala.
Wow, nice one, Pio.
Kumari may fans tayo.
Anyway, so that's our teams. If you think Coach Gav lost, I agree with you. Other than that, feeling ko naman panalo kami lahat. Ay, the joke. So let us know, man. So let us know Feeling ko matatalo si Coach Cavs kasi wala si Steve Nash Enriquez. Yun talaga. Walang tagadala ng team.
Yung head coach dapat ni Coach Cavs.
Steve na.
Hindi,
Buhok
pero
pa lang, panalo na.
Yeah.
speaking
Teka, ito na yung mga transition ni Pio. Ito na yung mga transition.
Coaching and Steve Nash. So the first, in the words of NBA,
Teka lang. Time out.
Fired. You're gonna get fired, bro.
Time out. Ang layo. Okay.
I think with that, I'll make my exit. Ayoko na marinig to.
And then, in the words of NBA on TNT, the Brooklyn Nets have already gone fishing.
Fishing.
Okay. Anyway, bago tayo magsimula doon, may mga magpapaalam na. Dahil kailangan nilang gawin muna yung mga kailangan nilang gawin. Pero the rest of us will stay. Si Coach Gabs na yan, wala na siyang gagawin. Dito na siya. Hindi, si Coach Gabs di alis. Kailangan natin opinion sa Dallas. Kailangan natin opinion ni Coach Gabs.
Actually.
Okay. Sam, outro.
Bye-bye.
Ano nga lang.
Bye, guys.
Okay. Coach Gabs, huwag kang aalis, Coach. Kailangan ka namin eh. Nandito ka na eh. Nandito ka na rin, di ba? Huwag ka na umalis. Okay. Tuloy mo yung transition mo, Pio.
So, yun nga, they've gone fishing. So, the NBA playoffs are in full
effect.
Full effect. Hayo.
Yeah.
So, they're in full effect right now. Yun nga, with the Boston, kanina, the first series ended already. So, the Boston Celtics have swept the Brooklyn Nets 4-0 in a 116-112 win.
Alam talaga yung
Let's start it off with
galing.
Let's start it off with our special guest. So, Sir Josh, ikaw muna. So, what can you say about the Celtics or the Nets and what you've seen in this playoff series in the first round?
Well, between the two of them, Boston has been very hot. They've relied heavily on both sides of the court, on offense and defense when it comes to their games. Tapos talagang I've become a believer of Jason Tatum bigla na man is becoming a superstar. I'm pretty sure. I don't think siguro dun sa level na sinasabi ng mga tao na he surpassed Durant, especially because they beat the Nets. Pero he's approaching that, I would say. Na his talent shows, the production shows. So I'm thinking this team is very, very, very legit. Siguro, they're poised for a very, very long run in the playoffs. This is not a fluke, I would say. This is not a fluke na tinalo nila yung Nets at this stage of the Nets. Ngayon, I wouldn't be surprised that they beat them, that they swept them at this moment.
Quote Sir Josh on that. Quote him sa lahat ng mga sinabi niya. Okay.
So, Coach Gabs, what do you think made Boston win, or what? And siguro what?
Hirap yung tanong sa kanya.
What did Brooklyn do for them to at least keep it competitive? Kasi
didn't hire a good coach.
For me personally, hindi ko naman na-expect na masasweep sila eh. Akala ko at least one game mananalo.
One or two. One or two.
But, ikaw, Watch, ano masasabi mo?
Ako na dapat yun.
Well, I think overall, there were just too many distractions on the side of Brooklyn. Not only the playoffs, but throughout the entire year with Kyrie being not vaccinated, the James Harden trade, getting Ben Simmons, waiting to see if Ben Simmons was gonna play. And that obviously bled into the playoffs. And yung nakita mo naman, 'di ba, yung I think play-in, yung nag-comment si Bruce Brown na wala si Robert Williams, it's going to be easy for us. That in itself, like why would you even say something like that?
Nagtawanan namin yung coach kasi sino ba
exactly,
siya? Kala mo naman siya yung gumagawa.
Yeah.
Wala eh. So even having Kyrie going back to Boston, diba? Having to deal with hostile fans, Ben Simmons chickening out again of playing Game 4, a crucial game for them. I think it was all too much. And even reading some of the comments that Kyrie said in like the post game nung na-eliminate na sila, that if he stays nga in Brooklyn with Kevin Durant, diba, he feels, I'm paraphrasing, but he feels he has the right to manage the team along with the owner and the GM, which, given his track record, I really don't think he has the 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 capability or the right to say something like that. So, diba, coaching blunders aside, game 1, if KD hadn't turned his back, they could have at least, diba, either won that or tied that or made it. So it's really just a lot of little things coming together, but overall, their minds were not in it from the very beginning. So hindi talaga sila poised to win it all, sadly. But it's fine. At least hindi nila makakalaban Dallas sa finals.
Hi,
Hindi, coach, we will get, sige.
baka matalo pa Dallas sa 2030 playoffs sa Thunder. Nako. Nako, yun na. Sige.
Ikaw, Byron, yun nga, Sir Josh mentioned it kanina. So you think Boston is for real? So tingin mo ka, possible second round matchup nila, either the Bulls or the Bucks are leading the series now. So tingin mo,
Yeah,
tingin mo kaya?
Yes.
Tingin mo kaya ng Boston?
I think the Boston Celtics are legit. I think their potential this playoffs is finals talaga. I think they could go all the way. Especially kasi nga, nag-iba na yung culture din sa Celtics na naging maayos na yung coaching din ni Mel Doka, which is nakabigla kasi yung first half ng season, medyo kinakaba pa siya, hindi pa yung gagawin masyado. Pero they bought in the system and they really were good. Tsaka ang laki ng Boston. Like, they're switching 1 through 5. That's a big deal, especially when you're going against a team like the Bucks na may big. If your point guard can still defend and match up with Giannis, like si Marcus Smart, minsan nakakain naman niya mag-match up. That's gonna be big kasi like we always say, defense wins championships, and that's why I think they bought in talaga. And yeah, I believe that Celtics could win it all. Actually pwede sila win it all, I think.
Oh, yo, man.
I think, wait lang. First of all, kamusta si Chris Middleton?
Injured pa rin.
Yeah, most likely out.
Sprained MCL. So I think out
MCL.
for the next few games. if ever.
Re-evaluation siya in
2 weeks yet. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Depending on how
Booker.
that goes. Yung feeling ko naman Milwaukee matchup nila. So depending on how that goes, I feel like it can go up to game 7, I think. And feeling ko bold take, pero feeling ko kayang mas mananalo pa rin yung Milwaukee based on experience. Karoon na sila ng hunger and they got to the championship, they won it. Of course, knowing Giannis, ayaw niyang tumigil lang sa ganun. And I think he can make something up. I don't know, he's gonna do something. He's gonna do something that makakatulong talaga sa kanilang manalo. But it will go to a game 7 because nga ibang klase na yung defense na nilalaro ng Boston. Plus, you have sa playoffs, ibang defense. You have one team to prepare for all the time. So if you have that much time to prepare, I feel like Boston's gonna be ready. But again, I think Milwaukee's gonna get through. Although, speaking of yung 1 through 5 na defense, di naman siguro 1 through 5 yung ginagawa ng Miami, pero I can see something similar like that. Based dun nga sa sinabi ni Byron last episode na dapat si Bam Adebayo ay sa mga defensive player of the year finalist. He can switch naman through the guards. Kahit mag-switch sila sa mga guards, kaya niyang gawin yun. So, if it comes to it, na either Boston wins, makaharap nila Miami, or Milwaukee wins, makaharap nila Miami. By the way, I don't think Philadelphia is getting through. One of those. One of those. So it's gonna be tough for Boston going forward because yung mga kalaban nila hindi katulad ng Nets pagdating sa defense. Kumbaga, as they move forward through the playoffs, yung defense ng mga kalaban nila is much more up there compared to the Nets. So,
Pero yung sa Miami, the one thing that I consider more about Boston is, pares silang galaw na style na 1-5 switches. But I don't think they have the elite scoring of kagaya ni Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown that can just win
I
you
agree.
games. As we've seen na lahat ng games nila against Brooklyn, it's been close. And Boston just found a way to close it through offense din naman, not just defense. And I think that's going to be big kasi they can really get to their spots easily, mid-range kanyan. And that's what's big sa playoffs din naman.
the true test lang naman ng Boston is Milwaukee, I think. Totoo lang. I think it's gonna be Milwaukee. Yun talagang test nila. Kasi pagdating sa Miami, matchup eh. Sa Milwaukee, wala silang masyadong pang Giannis. Wala silang pang Giannis, basically. Okay, anyway, go on, Pia.
Since na go over naman na natin yung Bucks Chicago, I think it's a wrap naman. Well, 3-1 na yung lead, but na-mention na. So, Coach Gavs, or Coach Gavs, ikaw. Do you think Chris Middleton's absence in sprained MCL, I think you of all people would know that that's not a joke. As in, seryoso. So, it's a serious injury. So, how do you think that will come into play? Especially, their next matchup is a team like the Boston Celtics.
Well, obviously, it will depend on yung evaluation nga ng medical staff nila. If they want to play it safe, huwag siyang madaliin. Because, diba, parang last year sa finals, na hyperextend yung knee ni Giannis. Diba? But he played through it. And then he had comments earlier this year saying that if he had hurt it again to a certain extent during that run when he came back sa finals, it could have ended his career. So if it was something similar in that sense, wherein they want to make sure that Middleton is healthy for the long run, parang mas didikit nga yung series nila with potential series nila with Boston. First and foremost, ayokong iasa ng Milwaukee yung hopes nila kay Grayson Allen kasi hindi ko siya gusto. Milwaukee as a whole is a very likable team except for Grayson Allen.
I agree.
Si Byron tatawa lang kasi ganyan siya maglaro eh. Naninipa yan eh. Hindi, pero yun nga, I think they have good pieces. Diba, nandun si Serge, nandun si Brook. So they still have a solid core around them aside from Giannis. But obviously having Chris Middleton there will be a big thing for them. I think they can make up for it by for a few games. Feeling ko malulusot nila to the at least conference finals. Without Chris Middleton. And then when it gets there, mahihirapan sila. Either mapapagod si Giannis kasi he'll have to do a little bit too much, or si Drew mapapagod. Basta it will eventually take a toll if he has to sit out longer than they expect.
Okay. So, moving on na tayo, since 3-1 naman na yung Bucks at saka yung Bulls. Moving on to the other side of the Eastern bracket. Ito na yung pinag-usapan namin before. So, Sir Josh, what can you say about the Sixers and the Raptors? The Sixers have a 3-2 lead right now. With everything going on, Game 6 is, I think, on Saturday. So, Sir Josh, what do you think about it?
Mukhang hindi parang hindi nag 3-0 lead yung Sixers over the Raptors bigla eh. And yun yung parang pinaka storyline nga na what if Doc Rivers blows it up again. Pero beyond that, I really like yung laro ng Raptors. Beyond that, na people have written them off. People don't really see them as a big contender, especially at the start of the year, nung injured pa siya, no? Si Siakam, and they had to change up their roster with from before with the trade of Powell, and all of a sudden sobrang laking contributor ni Gary Trent, and their rotation is actually very very solid, and they get to show that all the more ngayong they're up against Philadelphia, and siguro na exploit nga rin nila na it's a good thing that they're using Siakam as an undersized center most of the time, matching up with Embiid, who has been so dominant the entire season. And they put that to good use, especially for the past 2-3 games na that they've done so. Pero parang mas lalo pa rin sasagi sa isip mo na are the Sixers just gonna crumble once more with this, especially since they have two. Well, I wouldn't say Harden is an MVP caliber player right now, but he used to be. He can be, and he has the ability to take over a game anytime that he wants to. Pero parang hindi eh. He's been a lot more passive. He relies too much on having Embiid get the ball a lot more, and I think it's telling na they can't eliminate a Raptors team that no one really expected to push them this far so far. So ayun, it just really lies on that na they're down 3-2 pero they're not playing like they're down 3-2. They're playing like they have a good chance at this, and knowing Doc Rivers, they probably do have a good chance at this. Pero my gut tells me na no, it probably won't happen, or kung mangyari man na it reaches a game 7, tignan natin, pero I don't think it'll get that far, but I guess that's just conventional wisdom talking, pero ayun, that's what I think.
Byron, so do you think next game tatapos na ng Sixers? Or sila?
Next game, siguro naman, I think they can finish it next game. Pero to start ng playoffs, I really thought na mag-game 7 itong series. Just not like this, na from 3-0. So akala ko dikit ng laban kada. Every game may alternate lang sila. Pero I'm disappointed nga na bumabalik yung offense ng Sixers to Embiid sa labas. I mean, wala lamang presence sa loob when Embiid's outside, and it doesn't make sense to me kasi nga Raptors, though marami silang players na 6'7", 6'8", ganyan, they don't have like a true big that can match up with Joel Embiid. Yeah. And I mean, this point also is Harden, masyado siyang reliant kay Maxey playing the point, which I don't understand kasi I thought kaya nga siya kinuha ng Sixers para siya yung mag-facilitate, siya yung mag-control ng pace, pero si Maxey pa nagbababa ng bola, si Maxey pa yung nag-point. So I expect them to play Embiid, I expect them to play back to MVP level the next game. Harden, just one good game, I think, kaya nila tapusin yung Raptors. One good game lang from Harden.
Okay. So, well, the Heat, the other series naman, the Heat will most likely win also with a 3-1. So let's move over to the West. Coach Gavs, this is your time. The Dallas Mavericks have a 3-2 series lead with the Utah Jazz.
And they will choke at the Utah. They will choke the Utah.
The first few games, hindi naglaro si Luka Doncic. However, brilliant back-to-back performances from Jalen Brunson. So, Coach, what can you say about the Mavs? Lalong-lalo na bringing Luka in. And ano ba nangyari sa Jazz, Coach? From the number 1 seed, in danger na agad sila of elimination. 5th seed sila this year.
In danger of elimination. Panisan lang yun ni Royce O'Neal eh.
Well, I mean, nakita naman natin that there was obviously a big strain on the relationship. I mean, we'll talk about the elephant in the room na hindi daw nagkakasundo si Donovan saka si Rudy Gobert. And it only got worse dahil nga nung the whole COVID thing that they shut down the league. And you see these stats, you hear these stories that Donovan only passes to Rudy like twice per game. So makikita mo that obviously, just like with Brooklyn, there is a lot of external noise that is going on that affects their gameplay. I think malaking bagay din na nawala si Jingle sa kanila. His injury and his eventual trade, even though hindi siya sobrang critical sa scoring nila as much as he was in the previous years, he's still a big part of their rotation, the leadership that he brings, yung chemistry niya with Donovan and all that. They got a few good pieces, sina Nikhil and what's this? Alexander Walker. Pero hindi rin naman masyado nagagamit. So yun yung I think biggest slide nila in the sense that, diba, they were primed to win it all few seasons. Last season, first seed in the West. Season. So, ayun. But again, like you mentioned, diba, the first two games of the Dallas series, basically, Brunson did everything he wanted to them. So, ang masasabi ko lang doon, Mark Cuban, you need to pay this man. You need to keep him on your roster.
Give him a bag.
Yun lang. I'm not even going to go into how they should have won game 4, how they should have won game 1, even without Luka. But nakita nyo, like today, tinambakan nila yung Jazz, diba? Jazz couldn't do anything. Hindi, okay lang, Matt. At least ako nasa playoffs ang team.
True. Coach, at least, diba? At least. Tama naman siya. Tama naman siya doon. At least we got Tama naman siya doon.
Okay.
Byron, parang hindi ko masabi. At least may JRE kami. No? Alam mo yung mga ganun lang.
JRE?
At least may Al Horford wannabe kami. Ganun. Ano mo yun?
Robinson.
Ika nga
Okay.
Future MVP, Mr. 3.2 points per game. Puchang gala.
Okay, so moving on. Ito, kasi medyo no offense to the East, but medyo mas interesting yung nangyayari sa West now. So, the Phoenix Suns and the New Orleans Pelicans are tied 2-2. Siguro yung pinaka-significant na storyline in this series is grade 1 na hamstring si Devin Booker. So, ikaw, Byron, what do you think about this series? And if the Suns win it, do you think Booker can come back full form? But knowing na hamstring, si Harden nga, hamstring siya diba last year, tapos hindi siya nakabalik.
Ayun sa Suns, I think naman their roster, they're built to beat the Pelicans in a 7-game series without Devin Booker. Or I don't think that's going to be a problem for them with the finals experience nga. But I think if lumampas sila sa next round, like if they go to the semis and Devin Booker's not 100%, I think that they would lose to the Dallas Mavericks. I don't think that I mean,
huwag tayo magsabi ng
nagdagdag siya ng mga bigs.
Huwag tayo magsabi ng ganito. Napapaasa natin
Bilibas Dallas. Ito lang, Bilibas Dallas. I think kung makalagpas sila sa Suns, that they could go to the NBA Finals. I don't think
No way.
I think the Dallas Mavericks can beat the Warriors and the Grizzlies.
No way.
Finally, nagkasundo kami ni Byron on something.
No way.
Finally, we're on the same page, Byron.
No way. Hell no.
Para sa iba rin yung laro ng Mavs. Iba yung
tanggap ko pang pumasok sila sa semis, pero matalo. What?
No, if they beat the Suns, I think they would go to the NBA Finals. Pero sa Suns nga, though nagdagdag sila ng mga bigs, which is yung need nila from the last year, yung guard rotation nila, it's not really that heavy. Kung parang Devin Booker, malaki kawal kasi Devin Booker. So yes, they have Chris Paul that can close out games, but Devin Booker is doing it from all 4 quarters. And yun nahirapan yung Pelicans is they couldn't match up with Ingram scoring, with McCollum scoring. Kasi that's like 30 points per game that they have to look for other people. Hindi na makuha kay Booker. They have to look the 30 points from kina Bridges, kina Ayton. I just don't think that they can do it. If they're against the Mavs na mas high-scoring team. Ano gagawin? Di ako bilib na pang Devin Booker. Yung papeta na gano'n. So, kaya naman nila yung Pelicans is alanganin sila against the Mavs.
Shoutout lang din sa snatcher ng tundo, ika nga, kay Jose Alvarado.
Yes.
Nice.
Grand Theft Alvarado.
Talaga. Yan ang press. Anyway, so, moving over, ikaw, Sir Josh. The Warriors have taken a convincing 3-1 series lead over the Denver Nuggets. Kahit na marami nagsasabing it's a bad matchup kasi wala naman talagang wing players ang Nuggets right now. But do you think the Warriors are for real? Like, they have Steph Curry coming off of the bench.
Yeah, bro. They're gonna beat Dallas.
Do you think Dallas ang matchup nila, Phoenix possibly?
No. If umabot sa conference final.
So, ikaw, Sir Josh.
4-0 sweep.
Do you think the Warriors are for real na right now? Like, they have removed all doubt or some doubt with what they can do?
Pretty sure they're legit. Kasi, it's like night and day when you compare them to the team that was last year, di ba? Na pretty much the only working part there was Steph until he got injured late. So wala. I don't think it's up for question naman na this year so much better because pretty much back to full staff sila with Clay coming back, with Jordan Poole becoming, I would say he could have had a good case for most improved player, di ba? And going against the Nuggets na who might have a repeat MVP with Jokic. It's quite overmatched. They're quite overmatched when it comes to that matchup. Kasi nga Denver doesn't really have a good wing rotation that can match up to the three scorers that the Warriors have. And I think one of the bigger factors beyond yung wing scoring nila or the guard scoring nila is really having Draymond back and orchestrating much of their defense, especially. He doesn't take a lot of accolades for that for yung intangibles na nadadala niya when it comes to matching up with even bigger and more imposing presences inside. Sobrang ako for the longest time I've hated the Warriors kasi of course I'm a Thunder fan and that's already part of it, diba? Pero watching them is very fun, very exciting to look through. Draymond doesn't get enough credit for his work down in the post, especially, or even orchestrating up above during transition plays. So yeah, I don't think I can say that the Warriors aren't legit. They are. They've put Denver on their backs. I think they have a really good shot at getting to the conference finals as well. Kasi given their next matchup, if the Grizzlies make it out, that's gonna be a very, very fun matchup to see. And if the Timberwolves do, oh man, wala. That's pretty much a sure West Finals berth for the Warriors at this moment.
Hindi, Draymond. Parang ako yun eh. Ako minamatchup ko si Gino. Parang ako minamatchup ko si Gino. Pero mas magaling talaga si Gino sa akin. Pero anyway, yun, Sir, napag-usapan na namin yun before. Pero Sir and Coach Gavs, MVP, Jokic or Embiid?
Embiid.
Gabs, ikaw muna.
Embiid.
Ako personally Jokic. I think mas deserving siya. In the sense that kita mo pag walang Jokic on the floor, sobrang hirap na hirap yung Denver. As compared, kasi nga wala si Jamal, wala si MPJ, okay, Aaron Gordon is sporadic at best. Si Bones is still learning. Who's your next best player? Austin Rivers, Jeff Green,
Will Barton,
Will the Thrill,
Facundo Campazzo. Hindi, compared to Joel, who has Harden now, he has Maxey, he has sino ba? Furkan Korkmaz, Paul
Lagi niya.
Millsap, yung mga ganun. Tobias Harris. So he has a lot of different pieces around him that can actually pick up the slack when he's not there. Not to take away from, diba, his excellent season so far. I just am a firm believer that he really has to be the best player that if you take him out of that situation, struggle, magka-crumble yung team, which
Yeah.
has been proven time and again with Denver this season.
Sir Josh, Embiid or Jokic?
Pretty much same reasons lang din eh. Ako, Jokic din ako eh. Because, for what Coach Gabs has said, na Denver is such a different team without him, na, mo talaga eh, makikita mo talaga na he is not just their offense, but also partly their defense as well. Yung interior nila is very different without him. If you place, for example, DeMarcus Cousins there, it's such a different outlook for the rest of the team. And gaya nga ng sabi ni Coach Gabs na there's so many complementary pieces around Embiid na I guess would amplify how good he's been. Kasi despite how he has had Harden for a big part of the season, or even Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey, as emerging contributors, pa rin, without Embiid, it's still a pretty good team with what Philadelphia has. And for Denver, parang wala talaga. You take out pretty much half of their production every time he's off the court. So I'm still gonna go with Jokic.
Okay. So, for the last part of the podcast, siguro everyone else na lang also. So, given that Boston has already won, so what does the rest of your playoff bracket look like? So, Matt, let's start off with you. Matt, Byron, tas Sir Josh, Coach Gabs.
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. All right. So West, I got Phoenix moving forward. I have pagbigyan natin si Coach Gabs kasi I'm just hating. Dallas moving forward, and then Golden State, and then Memphis. Then Golden State, and now I'm gonna hate again. Golden State and Phoenix conference finals. But tama naman si Byron kanina. Again, I'm just hating. Tama naman si Byron kanina. If Devin Booker is not there, Dallas has a chance on going to the conference finals. But I'm not joking when I said Golden State is gonna go to the finals pag ganun yung nangyari. If not, I think Phoenix is gonna go back to the finals. Then next, for the East, so Miami's wala lang, Trae Young's gone. Boston's there. Milwaukee is going forward, and then what's the other team? Nice fun team.
Sixers.
Yun, Sixers. So Sixers, Sixers Miami, right? Tama, Sixers Miami. And seeing how they locked up Trae, I think that Miami has a good chance of beating Philly. And then on the other side, like I said a while ago, it's gonna be Milwaukee. But hot take, I like Milwaukee's game. I like Miami's game from the start pa, since before. I like how they play. And I believe that now that they have PJ Tucker on their side instead of him being in Milwaukee, and kidding aside
top 10 power forward, bro.
Kidding aside na top 10 power forward siya, I think him being on Miami is a big deal. So I have Miami going to the finals against Phoenix. Independe kung sino maging ref, kung sino mananalo sa finals. I am hoping na Chris Paul is gonna win his first ring. I'm really hoping that's gonna happen. But realistically speaking,
na referee?
Yeah, yun yung sinasabi ko.
Foster.
Yeah, yun yung sinasabi ko. But realistically speaking, the defense of Miami is gonna be hard. It's gonna make it hard for Phoenix to win the championship. So, as of now, nang wala pa tayong news kay Devin Booker, I have Miami winning. Byron?
Okay, Byron?
So, same naman yung sa first round ko. I got Phoenix, Dallas, tapos Warriors, Grizzlies, and then Miami, Sixers, and Boston, Milwaukee. And I got Golden State winning naman against Memphis. So Dallas, yun nga, it depends on yung health ni Devin Booker if he's 100% healthy. If he's healthy, of course, I got Phoenix moving to the NBA Finals, not just the conference. And if he's not, I got Dallas going to the NBA Finals. So I think yun sa dalawang teams na yun yung mag-NBA Finals for me. And sa East naman, yeah, I got the Heat winning against the Sixers. And mukhang malabo nga yung Middleton. And for me, kasi, I don't think that they're a better team this year kasi last year with PJ Tucker there. So I think
Top 10,
kailangan
bro.
na-
Top 10 power forward.
yeah, yung Bucks
Real,
nga.
bro.
I don't think they're
Laro
the
ko
same.
yun eh.
And
Mali.
especially kaya sila nanalo last year kasi yung improvement ni Chris Middleton showed up in the clutch. And if he's injured, if he's not 100%, I don't think they're gonna win against Boston. So, conference finals, either Phoenix or Dallas nga mag-finals sa akin. Pero I'm hoping na Phoenix kasi I want Chris Paul to win that ring.
We want Chris Paul to win.
And Boston, Miami, I'm picking Boston. So, I got Boston versus Phoenix and Phoenix winning it all.
Sir Josh.
Sige, so West muna, parang pareho lang naman din na Phoenix moving on, tapos
Don't worry, sir. Tayo din lahat pare-pareha. Si Coach Cubs lang yung iba. Siya sigurado iba yung
and Phoenix and Dallas, tapos Golden State and Memphis. Gusto ko talagang manalo, no? Gusto ko manalo sa Warriors versus Grizzlies, yung Grizzlies, pero I'm gonna take the Warriors. Tapos very much like what we've said, predicated talaga sa health ni Devin Booker. But if that were that's the realistic thing that will happen, and it's likely gonna be Suns versus Warriors sa conference finals. And I'm also picking the Suns, especially if I'm picking the Suns.
Hey, Coach Cubs, don't worry. I got you.
You'll get your time.
Full
You'll
staff,
get your time,
if
Coach.
healthy. Pero yun nga, if the Suns, if Devin Booker doesn't come back, I have Dallas pretty much against the Warriors. And I think
if he come back,
I think Dallas is a good shot against the Warriors then kung ganun. But Phoenix, and I'm looking at Phoenix coming out of the West. Sa East naman, I'm thinking na Miami's gonna get ahead of the Hawks. Tapos Sixers, I'm really thinking that the Sixers will close it out. Tapos Boston already made it, and of course Milwaukee is likely to still on the health of Chris Middleton, pero I have a really good feeling that Giannis will go beast mode of sorts, pero I'm picking Boston then. I'm picking Boston to get over them, especially since unsure ngayon kay Middleton. Sabi rin niya ni Byron kanina na he's really clutch, and they've needed him in the clutch most of the time. So without him, it's gonna be difficult. Tapos Miami will likely go over the Sixers then. So if it's the Heat and the Celtics, I really have a good feeling with the Celtics. So the Celtics are going out of the East. Celtics and Suns, the finals. Between those matchups, kung fully healthy nga, for example, we don't have any other injuries to the Suns, it looks like the Suns are gonna win. I think it's gonna be a really close matchup. So yeah, I'm taking the Suns then. Not because I want Chris Paul to win, but if he wins, it's actually a good thing for him though. But just looking at the matchup, then I really think the Suns are gonna get it at that with that in mind.
Si Coach Cubs, Philly at
Ako
saka Dallas. Si Coach Cubs, Philly
Ako
at
na yung
Dallas
last.
finals niyan eh. Tapos Dallas
Si Coach
champion.
Cubs nilang yung last.
Kilala ko na yun.
Si Coach Cubs yung last. So, para sa akin, well, kasi we can talk about if Phoenix is healthy and everything. Pero the thing is, wala. Andun na talaga yung hamstring ni Booker. And alam naman natin lahat. Yung prime example ko parati sa hamstring kapag tinatanong yung kay Booker ngayon. Tinan nyo yung nangyari kay Harden last playoffs. Sobrang lala nung nangyari sa kanya. Grade 1 hamstring. So, first round, I believe Phoenix, Dallas, Golden State, Memphis. I feel like Dallas is, real talk, feeling ko talaga kaya ng Dallas umabot ng conference finals.
Coach,
Because Devin Booker, because if Devin Booker didn't pull the hamstring, Phoenix, easy. Pero wala, he pulled it.
Puro if, diba? Puro if, diba?
Hindi, pero, we have to look at it with, kung ano yung alam natin ngayon, diba? So, Dallas is winning, for me, Dallas is gonna make the conference finals. Golden State also. But with that matchup, feeling ko, Dallas versus Golden State is not what we expected. Good series yan, for sure. But
Tamang sagot, Pio. Tamang sagot.
feeling ko Golden State finals. If it's against Dallas, Golden State ang mananalo. Mas maraming, if it's gonna come down to role players, I think this season has proven that the Warriors role players are on a different level from any other teams. On the East, like everyone else, Miami. If the Sixers lose next game, I feel like Toronto will upset them. Legit na yan. So, but Miami, Philadelphia, Milwaukee, Boston. Yun nga, sana without injuries, but Middleton is injured. So, Boston over Milwaukee. Miami wins over the Sixers. Yung finals ko, Boston at Golden State. And if that happens, I feel ko abot game 7. Baka manalo yung Boston. No, seryo. If it's against Golden State, mas malaki silang size. Kung papanoorin nyo yung matchup, 1 through 5, Boston can play small also. Actually, kaya yung 3 guys na kaya i-matchup yung 3-guard lineup ng Warriors. So, I think Boston might win it all. Coach Gavs. Sinabi ko mag-conference finals yung Mavs, ha? Sinabi ko.
I mean, starting from the top, Dallas is gonna win it all. First round, pare-pareho lang naman tayo. Phoenix will prove that they're a number 1 seed for a good reason. Pelicans will put up a good fight. Feeling ko mag-game 7 pa nga yan. Dallas is gonna win. Golden State's gonna win. Memphis is gonna win. I think the Phoenix-Dallas matchup, hindi na babalik si Booker this playoffs. Yun ang hula ko. So I think Dallas is gonna win over Phoenix. Realistically.
Okay, realistic pa siya, guys. Realistic pa
siya. Hindi.
Tama.
Alangan naman, sasabihin ko, hindi nila kaya yan. Siyempre, di ba, kung maniniwala ka sa pambato mo, doon ka sa pambato mo. So on the other side, Golden State versus Memphis, feel ko Memphis is gonna win. They have good pieces that can counter Clay, Jordan Poole, Steph, and Draymond. They have Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond Bain, and
Kyle Anderson.
Dylan Brooks is playing well. Kyle Anderson, Steven Adams.
Yun yung pinaka-important.
Steven Adams is going to, if he isn't run off the court, kaya niyang mag-rebound, kaya niyang postehan, kaya niyang, di ba, i-outclass si Kevon Looney. So feeling ko Memphis is gonna win that. It's going to be a good series, but Memphis is gonna win that. Again, Dallas is gonna win over Memphis just because Luka wants it. So Dallas is gonna come out of the West.
Si Luka ba talaga? Si Coach Gabs yung may gusto.
Same naman tayo sa East. Boston over Milwaukee. Philadelphia versus Miami. Miami is gonna win. Tama yung hula nyo na if baka ma-upset pa ang Philadelphia at this point. We can never underestimate Doc Rivers. Boston over Miami. I still like Miami over Boston. Even though malakas si Tatum at si Brown. I think Jimmy Jimmy and Bam can
Tyler.
use their experience
Mm.
against Boston. Dahil, 'di ba, umabot na sila sa finals. Feel ko hindi na rin babalik si Kyle Lowry this playoffs. Hopefully again, 'di ba? Obviously, you don't want injuries to play a part in it, but they really do. So, with that, Dallas versus Miami.
Rematch.
Dallas na
Dallas,
to.
syempre talo.
Um,
Diba?
Dallas
syempre talo.
Dallas in 6.
Yo!
Hindi, pero obviously, I mean, like I've said in the previous podcasts we've had, malaking bagay na yung manalo in Dallas sa first round. Just getting Luka out of the first round is tremendous na for them. But realistically, the way they've adapted to Jason Kidd's system, the defense, Bronson playing the way he is, Dwight Powell playing the way he does, Maxi, Bertans, if Bertans is shooting...
Parang in love na in love.
Spencer. Dinwiddie, coach.
Dinwiddie, of course. Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie is, diba? Kung malabas na si Boban, masaya na ako. So yun lang. Feeling ko Dallas has a legit shot to win this year.
Yeah, in fairness din sa Dallas take niya, no, ni Coach Gal. I think if hindi mag-finals ang Bucks, Luka Doncic is the best player in every series he's gonna play in. And he's in the right system. He has the right players around him. Na wala nang drama with the Kristaps Porzingis. I think it is big chance talaga na kaya mag-win it all in Dallas this year. I believe in the Mavs also.
Malaking bagay na na injured si Booker. And of all injuries, hamstring.
To add to that naman, parang, di ba, Luka wasn't even considered a finalist for MVP. But that's also because he missed significant time to start the season. Diba?
Yes.
People were talking about his weight. People were talking about him adjusting the new system. Okay, sharing the court with KP, with Bronson. But look at him now. Coming off the calf strain, 30 points. Diba? Pushing. Obviously, diba, as a fan, you will fight for the players on your team. But realistically, had Luka played the entirety of the season or majority of the season, he should be in the conversation for MVP. If you're looking at record, mas maganda record niya kaysa Denver. Okay, I think mas maganda record niya sa Philly. They're like the third or the fourth overall record in the NBA.
Fourth,
diba? So, diba? He should definitely be in that conversation.
Masabi, Thunder 26th overall eh. Layo. Layo. At least number 4 sa draft. Doon na ako.
Okay na tayo doon. Draft na lang.
Draft na lang.
Nga yung maalat doon, hindi pa yun ang number 1 sa draft.
Kasi ganun kagaling yung Thunder. Yeah. Ganun sila kagaling. Kahit sobrang banunan, parang J-League team na sila. 26 pa rin yung overall nila sa league. Anyway, that's our takes. Kung maniniwala kayo. Again, sinasabi ko every episode, kung maniniwala kayo sa amin, sa mga pinagsasabi namin, choice nyo na yun. Sino ba naman kami para paniwalaan nyo?
Pero kailangan maniwala kayo dun sa take ko sa The GOAT conversation.
Okay, sa tingin ko naman lahat naman ata. Except for some. So, again, I would just like to thank Sir Josh for joining us this episode. Thank you
for inviting me. What an honor.
Oh, grabe.
No, salamat.
The honor is ours. And Mr. Regular, Coach Gabs, here with us also. Nabigla nagpakita mid-episode.
Lapit na magkaroon ng kontrata yan.
Thanks, Coach Gabs, for showing up and providing your hot takes about Dallas. Other than that, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. From the UAAP topic to the NBA playoffs. And hopefully stay tuned sa mga next episode natin. Malay mo, bumalik ulit silang dalawa. Si Coach Gabs mo na
Sir
bumabalik
Josh.
kasi nangyari na. Pang-apat na beses na negosyo.
Sir Josh, Coach Gabs, baka may gusto ko yung i-shoutout
Oo
dyan.
nga, baka may gusto kayo ulit i-shoutout dyan bago tayo mag-end.
Josh, ikaw na muna.
Yeah, shoutout ko na lang yung dalawa naming kasama sa chat group namin ni Coach Gabs na nagba-basketball din, but minsan kasama namin dati si Mr. Anyasco, tsaka si Mr. De Los Reyes. So yun, kay Gab at kay Sok. What's up, guys?
Coach Gabs, yung sa mga fans mo.
Wala akong fans. Madami lang galit sa akin.
Si Asis.
Si Asis.
Mix Assist, shout out. My boy, Mix Assist. Iso-sponsor daw niya ako ng Luka Doncic Jordan shoes.
Ayop!
Yung size ko.
Ayop!
Wow.
Basta yun sa ngayon kasi nanalo Boston eh. So, habang good mood ang boss Mix Assist natin, hihingi na ako ng sapatos. Gio-Chu, happy birthday. Ito, shout out Gio-Chu, Swaggy G.
Shoutout kay Kuya Jolo. Hindi ka ulit pinili ni Coach Gabs. So,
kasi yun unahan ako ni Matt King.
I see
yung pambawi niya, piliin ka daw sa last pick.
Oo, yun daw yung panghatak niya. Ha?
Hindi he would have been my 7th out of 8 picks.
Wow. Grabe bawi yun. Kung ako yun, Kuya Jolo, baka magalit ka na kay Coach Gabs talaga kung narinig kong 7 out of 8. Nako. Kung ako yun, sinasabi ko lang. Pero again, thank you. Thank you guys for joining us. And thank you guys for watching. This has been the, 19? 19. Oh, isa.
Watch out for our 20th episode. Malalayo.
Yung sa 20th episode namin, 10 na kami nandito. Hindi ko na alam kung sinong idadagdag dito, pero baka 10 na kami nandito. Kasama na sila Jerome at saka si Laij. Tapos, yung group chat nila, malay mo, di ba? Silang apat kasama na. Malay mo. So, yes, thank you for watching. And it's been fun. I'm Matt.
I'm Pio.
Byron, Carlo, Leuterio.
Guys, Coach Gabs, ano pa yan?
Coach Gabs.
Yeah, yan, and
And I'm Sir Josh.
yes, this has been the Intangibles Podcast. Peace out. Stay safe, y'all.
We on the low, be quiet. Letting it go, no